Underneath here there's a bolt that goes through the hang bar and it holds onto the strap. You must always make sure that that is through when you reattach the harness. For that new harness setup that I told you about, you might have to put the bar a little bit lower, and they, instead of bending up, they bend in, but you can figure that out. The ideal is when you're hanging, for the prop to be slightly back from the vertical. Can be on the vertical, but at about 12 degrees back of the vertical. If you want to bring it forward, you've got a strap up here, and ideally you want to tighten this and clip in on the higher clip-in point. As you clip in lower, the whole motor is going to sit further back. The higher up the strap you clip in, the more it's going to pull you forward, and the more weight you put on, the more it's going to pull the motor forward as well. But that's not a bad angle that Stephen's hanging at the moment. Not a bad angle. He's sitting quite nicely. Yeah. Rev it a bit. Huh? Rev it.
For Bruce with his hang glider.
Yes.
And with a normal paragliding wing, it's too slow. You can't stay with it.
Again, numbered 1 from left to right as you're looking backwards, numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all the way around. Safety cable that needs to go back on again. Remember, there's an on-off switch, so if you don't turn it on and you try and start it, you're just going to be cranking the starter over and it won't start. Your low and your high speed screws set for sea level, but it should be okay for you. Remember, when you're priming it, you blow in there while simultaneously depressing the diaphragm. It's just because the pop-off pressure is quite high, and it allows the fuel, once you're blowing in here, the fuel up into the carb. Especially our one, you've got an individual strap that the glider clips in onto. Alright, and then you have a separate ground handling strap that all the weight of your motor is taken up on. So you've got glider clip-in point and ground handling strap. Now, as far as the seat board is concerned, it's very important when putting a seat board in to remember that the straps actually go around it. So they'll come through, your leg straps will come through your opening, and then they will go behind the board, alright, and then out again. It's very important that you slot the board in between it like that, because if you don't, your leg straps end up being a hell of a lot longer than what they should be. Alright, so just remember when putting your seat board in, that the seat board slots in. So you'll pull the leg straps up, you'll slot the seat board in, and then you'll pull the leg straps down so they loop over the points. You've got another lower clip-in point, and then you've got your sidebars that attach to the frame. Some sidebars come in and they bend up. The new SkyCloud ones come in and they actually bend across and not up like this. But it really 6 of one and half a dozen of the other. They all work